so much for that beautiful piece. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know people are running a little late. The traffic is hectic and hazardous out there. Hopefully everybody will get here safely. Not everybody is here, but we're going to go ahead and get started. The band's been doing a beautiful, beautiful job playing just beautiful music. Thank you so much. My name is Betty Lawson, Lawson. My clients call me Miss B. Okay. We're Makea Difference, Inc. We're a 501c3 nonprofit agency. We're here because we care, basically. We want to improve our community, and the only way we can do that is to make a difference in our community. We're going to start with one person that was in our program, and you know what? I don't want to say anything because I'm going to let this person speak for himself or herself. So who wants to come first to the mic and tell your story? Because people want to hear what you got to say. Carnell? Jessica? Oh, ladies first, okay.
Make a Difference did make a difference for me. I might as well start from the beginning of my story. On February 11, 2013, my son died. He found my gun and shot himself. And I couldn't grieve like I was supposed to. He was 4 years old. And they charged me with reckless homicide, so I've been on diversion probation for 2 years, and it's almost over with. I drank alcohol socially at the beginning, but after that happened, I was drinking a lot. And it came to the point where I couldn't control myself, especially my anger when I was drinking. So I asked the probation office for help, asked them to put me somewhere so that I can get help because I didn't want to drink anymore because it was hurting me and my family. So I came here. Now I'm a recovering alcoholic. It's almost been a year. And I've been doing... also, they helped me with my mental disorder. Also, I have post-traumatic stress disorder because of it. But now I'm happy. I'm here. I'm doing great. My probation will be over this August. Today is my 30th birthday. Thank you. And I also got a promotion to become. I'm an assistant manager now at Family Dollar, and I'm doing very well for myself. So I'm very happy. And that's it.
Jessica, when she first came in, would it be safe to say, Jessica, you were an emotional wreck when you first came in? That just goes to show you, with help and compassion, and when someone cares, you can really make a difference. The next person, let's let DeMar, because I'm gonna say the best for last. Let's let DeMar come up to the mic. DeMar is very shy. I'm surprised that he's going to speak to you because normally this is not his character. So this is how Make a Difference makes a difference.
When I first came to the program, I was made to come here, to tell you the truth.
Made as enforced.
Yeah. As like parole, a part of my parole to come here. And it was hard for me because I'm used to doing what I want to do, and I just got out of jail too. And I really didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go through the program. But with them making me saying, well, if you don't go, then you going back to jail or whatever. They didn't really faze me too much. But I was just like, it'll be easier for me to do this. But it was real hard starting out. And Miss Betty and Miss Patricia, they wasn't babying nobody. And they wasn't showing no favoritism. And that's what kind of made me like the program, because I done been to a lot of programs. I'm 45 years old. I done been to jail all my life. And I done saw a whole bunch of stuff. But I wanted to make a change. But when I saw their character and they wasn't, they wasn't letting up off nobody. Because a lot of programs I was in, have been in, I see people showing favoritism and letting people do, some people could do this and some people could do that. So they kind of throw me off. But when I saw them getting on everybody behind, I was all right. It just made, and it really, the program ended too soon. You know what I'm saying? But I've been doing good because it started. I'm saying it seemed like a long time because it was 3 times a week, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. I need to be looking for a job, and they kept saying that. You know, I didn't really get it. I was like, you know, I need to take care of my family. You know, I'm just getting out of jail. I'm already behind in my bills. But really, once they kind of, you know, showed me that you ain't going to be able to, you ain't going to hold no job no way. You're going to be right back doing what you was doing. Because I was out there doing what I wanted to do, sell dope, shooting, whatever I wanted to do. I did it, you know. I just was getting caught. But, I don't know. I just say, you know, some people. This program made a lot of difference in my life. You know, I'm kind of older now, and it made a whole lot of difference with them. And you know, for me, I didn't even know, you know, certain things about myself that I stand back and look at now. You know, and I just see myself in other people. Not wanting, you know, you saying you want to do this and you saying you want to do that, but you just have to do it. You know. Backsliding, all this stuff, you ain't getting past them in here. So I say they need to send a whole lot of people down here. You know what I'm saying? It just made they made a big difference in my life. They helped me out more than what I thought they should. I'm saying for is different things, like you go to certain programs, and you know, everybody had a stopping point. It's just like. They didn't have. It seemed like, I'm just be honest, that they care more about me than I care about my own self. You know, really, and that's all I got to say. They just summed the whole thing up, and I appreciate what they did for us.
The importance of our whole goal, our whole purpose is to transform lives. When people, when they're sent here directly, and they come in kicking and screaming, because they don't come voluntarily, they don't come on their own. They're forced to come here through either probation or parole, or the court system mandates them to come here for treatment. They either cannot pass a drug screen, or they continue to get into trouble. They continue to go down a dark path, a downward spiral, if you will. So when they come here, and of course they can tell you, whenever you treat any individual or an animal or whatever the case may be, if you show love, you get love in return. So that's what this program is all about. We are very strict. They don't like the rules. I mean, half of them are incarcerated because they don't like to play by the rules. Okay, we're gonna have another selection by the band, because I love this band. This band is awesome. And then we'll have some more testimonies for you. Thank you.
Run into the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on the and Mars. Hold my hand. In other words, release me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, be true. In other words, I love you. to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I know, all I worship and adore. In other words, be true. In other words, I love you.
Okay, now the refreshments are available, so if you want to, you don't have to, wait. The refreshments are available in the break room, so if you will, if you choose to do so, you can go in there and get you some snacks or refreshment sandwiches, all of that. I'm going to go ahead because he was about to jump out of his seat to come to the mic. That is. Mr. Carnell Jackson, if you would come to the mic, please.
I jumped right on up here, didn't I? Yeah. Good evening, everybody. My name is Carnell Jackson, and I'd just like to say I first started off going to the drug and alcohol class up on Overton Crossing with Miss Hardy, and by me not having driving license, I called Miss Hardy and said, Miss Hardy, that's too for me to drive. I might just get a ticket. And so I stopped going, and I ended up filling a drug test, and she sent me down here to Make a Difference. And so I walked through the door and Make a Difference. I walked on in and I talked to Miss B. Miss B said, come on back here in my room. I need to talk to you. So I go back there and I went to talk to Miss B. She just went to listening to me and telling, and just was listening. And I'm telling Miss B, ain't nothing wrong with me, Miss B. Miss B, she just listening. So I said, well, Miss B, ain't nothing wrong with me. I mean, I know I got a, yeah, you really was listening. So I said, well, ain't really nothing wrong with me because what I'm doing, I'm doing it because I want to do it and I can afford to do it, but I don't feel like I got no habit. She said, well, yeah, you got a habit. And so I just kept on, and we got into, I said, well, Miss B, I work every day. I said, well, when I was going up there seeing Miss Hardy, I didn't have to go to class but one time a week. I said, how many times y'all meet here? She said 3 times. I said, oh, Lord, Jesus, I ain't gonna be able to make it this class. And so she got to talking to me and everything, and so I started coming to the class, and I started meeting the class, and the first few times I came here, I just really was just observing everybody, and just before I went to running my mouth too much, because I can run my mouth now. I make jokes and everything, so it was all well. But just Make a Difference is a very good program to be in, and it really did help me. It made me find out what was really wrong with me. By me knowing that I got a job and I can afford to buy these drugs and everything, and realize that I didn't have a problem. I had a problem all the time, and didn't really even know it until I started coming to this Make a Difference. Started coming to this class, Make a Difference, and it really made a difference. And once I realized what I was going through and how these drugs do you and how they bring you down, and when I just walked through this door just a few minutes ago, and I asked Miss B, I said, Miss B, how I look? Don't I look good? Because this drug that I was using, it's bad for you. It's bad for your body. You be up all night messing with this dope, and you wake up in the morning like a vampire been sucking on your neck all night. I'm just being honest with y'all. That's them some of the signs that you can tell when folks out here, just because. You got social drinkers, you got social everything, but eventually you addicted to something because you like doing it. And so I started coming to this class and started learning a lot, and I didn't miss a nail day. I didn't come late or anything, and the first thing she told me, said, well, you're going to have to participate, but the first 2 sessions I went in, I was just really observing everybody, trying to find out how everybody talked and this and that, but Make a Difference made a very big difference in my life. But I also made another difference in my life with God. So I said that with this program and with God, if I can get my life right with God and if I can go out in these streets every day, and I know I can take a couple of hours I know I can take a couple of hours out of a week to let God know that I appreciate Him. And so I found something to help me to go along with make a difference. And so with this right here, so I figured, I said, well, I asked God to take this taste out of my mouth. And I realized something how this man works upstairs. You know, when you succeed and you go to asking God to do something for you, and you know, I was sitting at home the other day talking to my mom. I said, Mom, you know what? I've been asking God to take this taste from my mouth, and I didn't had none of this stuff in about 5 or 6 months. And I said, I understand. I understand one thing how God operates. He don't do everything at once. And I told my mom, I said, he be doing it so slow and a little bit at a time, and then and before you know it, he don't deliver you from that taste in your mouth. And just I can say that today because see, I don't even think about it now. It don't even cross my mind. But I'm proud of myself for being able to take time out and devote myself to make a difference, for them to make a difference for me. And I've been doing very well. And I always tell Ms. B, I thank you for what you done. And this program, this is a positive program. This is a very positive program. But if you come to this program, you got to be serious about what you want to do. And you got to be serious when you come to this program, because you ain't, Ms. B ain't gonna stand for it. It's just like the guy just said, if she don't favor nobody. If you ain't doing what you need to be doing in this program, she'll just point right there. And she's serious. But you know, everybody got a conscience, everybody got sympathy, but she might decide, she might go home and then just say, well, I might need to give him another shot. But this is a very good program. But not only the program, these folks here help you do a lot of things. Look, I done been to the eye doctor. They give my blood pressure medicine. I ain't got no insurance. This is a good program. I did not know this program offered those kind of things to you. And that's beneficial to you. Don't know where you headed until you get there. And I didn't know this program had all these benefits, and it benefited me. And if I hadn't came here, I wouldn't be getting them benefits. And so I'm just thankful for this program. I'm talking too much, y'all. Well, we're gonna be here to 7:30. So what y'all? Oh, you want the band to play, don't you? Well, I'm just being true, but I thank this program for making this make a different program for making a difference in my life. And the reason why I walked through the door and I asked Miss B, I said, Miss B, I'm looking good, ain't? Because see, Miss B know she can look at you and tell if you've been doing anything wrong. You know, so that's the first person I went to. I said, Miss B, I'm looking good, ain't I? Because she can tell if a vampire been sucking on my neck. But he ain't been sucking on my neck, y'all. I'm looking real good. I feel good, though, y'all. I feel good. Yeah, and I really appreciate this.
That love won't let me wait. Love won't let me wait. No, love won't let me wait. My temperature's rising, colors so tantalizing. Listen, girl, I say love won't let me wait. Need you beside me. Love won't let me wait. 'Cause you're so tantalizing. Love won't let me
I would love to bring Shayla Hardy to the podium. Give her a hand. She's wonderful.
Wow. Okay, so they put us on the spot. We had no idea that we were going to have to say anything. But I just want to say that I truly, truly thank Miss Betty and Miss Pat for everything that they have done for our clients. I know whenever we have a client that is really struggling with their substance abuse issues or mental health issues and really need someone to hold their feet to the fire, we know exactly where to send them because they're going to do exactly that. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they're going to call us. And that gives us a lot of good comfort in knowing that we're sending people who are vulnerable to people who actually care and not people who just say, hey, I'm here to collect some money or whatever. They actually care about our clients, and we are so grateful for that because it makes a lot of difference. A lot of times the people that come before us are people who have struggled and who have gone through a lot, and they really have never had anyone to sit down and just talk to them, listen to them, and also show that they actually care. So we want to Make a Difference that we truly, truly thank you guys for the difference that you've made, not only in our clients' lives, but in our lives as well.
Let's have one more testimony from, this is not a former client. This is a current client. And he's got something to say, and he we're going to give him the mic. That's what Make a Difference is all about. We bring it all out. Mr. Rodney Cables.
My name is Rodney. I am a 20-plus year recovering cocaine addict. First of all, I want to elaborate on what you said about the program and they care. A lot of people, from what I've learned through the years, a lot of people don't care about themselves. When I came here, it wasn't that I didn't care about myself. It wasn't about the addiction. In my life, I've been torn in so many different pieces and positions. And growing up as a child coming from South Memphis, a torn home, abuse, so much to tear down your mental as well as your physical, from being in a coma for 13 weeks due to abuse. I had a lot of things built up, so it made me rebellious to a lot of things. And I really never, ever had anyone that I really thought I could confide in, but I always had this great relationship with God. Outside of my relationship with God and my comfort in God, I met this beautiful woman, my fiance, sitting there. And that was the first person that I could share my story with that I knew truly understood me. And I had the confidence that she had the confidence in me because she worked with me through everything that I've been through. And I'm blessed for that. When I got here, it was kind of like, I don't want to go in there. And I honestly but it didn't take me long. Like the first two days of class, I was like, I don't want to be in there. But I saw something in Miss B, because Miss B one of them people looking in your eyes. If she look you in your eyes, you already know she's looking for something. Whatever it is she's looking for, she's gonna find it. First, I'll say this before I continue: to come to a place where you can immediately tell that it's not about a paycheck. These people get up every morning. Miss Patty, she's a blessing. She get up and she go and Anybody that doesn't have a ride, she go and get them, she bring them, she take them home. If they can't get the case management or doctor's appointment, she go and get them to work. That's a blessing. I've been to a few facilities and AA classes or whatever, but never like this. I mean, I was actually in a drug class probably like, I think around 2010. I seen more drug activity going on in the class than I had seen in the streets. But I mean, and it's like when I came in this room back here where we hold class, said I was amazed because, like I said, I never really been a talkative person when it come to my life because I felt like I don't need to open up. My business wasn't everybody's business. But I sat and I listened to the stories that people had to tell. So now I know I'm in a place with people just like me, you know, and to the world outside of this, when it's addiction, and this facility, I mean, this program is not just based on addiction, AA. These people help you with mental illnesses, addictions, everyday life, coping skills. This is things that we learn every day in here. And when you get to talk, you get the chance. When I started talking to Miss B, and I knew that she was listening not only with her ears but with her heart, because she disciplined me right then. She was like, I'm not gonna play with you back there in that little room right there. And I was like, I'm talking about literally, I was like stuck between my fiance and my mama, cause both of them strong women. So I'm like, okay, I can't play with her. I'm gonna have to get on the boat or just go on, dive in the water. But to Miss B and Miss Pat, I love both of you guys. You have been a tremendous help to me. If I can say anything, make a difference, makes a difference. It's making a difference in me right now. I'm not perfect. It's a fight every day. But knowing I got to come in here and look at me B, I ain't gonna, you know what she gonna call my fiance? I ain't gonna, I got to go home. I got to live with this. But in all seriousness, right? In all seriousness, like the things that I went through in my life as a child and coming up, it took a lot out of me. And I told my wife, my fiance knows she was there, and I shared my story with Ms. Lawson. And this is like a 26, 27-year journey for me as far as building, holding things inside of me that I never talked about, things that people would never know just looking at me face to face. You know, I just started to build and mend a relationship with my mom and my family, and all because of the strength and grace of God, but coming to make a difference. Being able to talk about it, being able to talk to somebody that I knew cared. You know, when you go, a lot of these places, you go in there, them people, okay, you got an hour class. They're going to give you a pamphlet or a book. You write what you're supposed to write in the book, and you gone. And here we talk. Whatever you want to talk about, we talk. And it's in the comfort and safety of Ms. Lawson, our facilitator. And she has a one-on-one with everybody in that room back there. And she's going to tell you a piece of her mind. She's going to discipline you, and she's going to let you know exactly what it is. If you don't want no help, don't waste my time. It's somebody else that could be back here in this class. So with that said, we got Representative Steve Corn, State Representative Steve Corn. We got all you guys here, the probation. Congressman, yeah. Well, he is the U.S. representative. But we got the probation. This Make a Difference program, it should get larger. This what I think. It's needed. It should be abroad because you got people that need the help and want the help, but they going to the wrong places. They're being sent to the wrong facilities. You know, when you go in a place and people don't got that I don't care attitude, then you don't want to help yourself because you feel like, okay, well, they don't care. I didn't want to be here anyway. They muddy right here. You know, you know how you go to muddy house, how you go to your grandma's house, and you think you're going to do what you did at your mama's house, run through her house and play, and she said, boy, sit down. We don't play in here. Miss B don't play. And we laugh because laughing is healthy, but we laugh about what we're accomplishing. Before I came in here, I couldn't accomplish coping and dealing with everyday life by myself, on my own, or with other people. My fiance will tell y'all, I shadow myself away from everybody. But since I've been here, I've learned that I can talk. It's people that really care. It's people that care to listen. It's people that will listen to me and help me along my stride. And that's what's going on right here. It makes a difference. Miss B is truly an angel. Thing about it is, it's not about a paycheck. It's about what she wants to see somebody else do better. You don't get that all the time. I love you, Miss B.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Beautiful love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that. It don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not to those who wait too quick. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I see the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Just the two of us.
we just, Judge Tark Sugarman just walked into the house, so we'd like for him to come up, Judge Sugarman, if you would, just to give a few words on whatever, and we really appreciate you coming out tonight.
Thank you. I was just thinking, this is the second year now for Make a Difference. I came to the opening. Wow, that's to be commended. Let me thank you all. Patty, I could speak about a lot of things. As a former defense attorney and having been now on the bench for 16 years, as a defense attorney, let me speak first of all the importance of helping offenders get back on their feet. There's so many resources committed toward law enforcement, incarceration, the punishment side of it, but there are so limited opportunities and resources, and I'm glad to see programs like Make a Difference step up, the Second Offender Program, which I'm familiar with the city of Memphis. All of these programs help our young men, and in many instances our women, get back on the street and get a second chance at life and a second chance at making a difference with their lives and in the community. So I want to commend you for continuing, and for 2 years now. That says a lot. Going on 3, wow, that's really to be commended. I told Patty, both as a friend, as a church member, as a lifelong friend, and primarily because I didn't want Mama to whoop me, I was going to be here. But so you all can tell Miss Clem that I made it, and I was here president of the county, and I was here when you all opened, and I look forward to many, many more years returning and seeing the success of this program. I commend each of you, and congratulations.
Okay, I had no idea that this was going to be a Miss B roast. I will deal with you in the morning. Rodney, I will deal with you in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just so happy. Thanks to everybody who came out this evening. Thanks for the band. They took time to support us. We really appreciate it. Mr. Avery Hart, our IT person, he's just adorable. He helps us in any capacity. Thanks to our board member, Carla, Chris, very dedicated, whatever we need them to do, they are there. We have just tremendous support. I'm really kind of shy. Okay. Yeah, I'm out of my element, right? Okay. Let's take another selection from the band. Thank you so much. Okay, this has been a great evening for us because the clients really, at the end of the day, it's about the clients. It's not about us. It's about the clients, and they came up here. They expressed themselves. They expressed through their hearts. They talked through their hearts. Did you feel it? Was it heartwarming and fulfilling? This is why I get up every day. This is why I do what I do, because of the gratification I get when I'm able to turn somebody's life around. That's what this is all about. It's not about we're the most well-established agency, we're getting millions of dollars, because we're not. We do what we do because we care. We do what we do because of stories like this. When someone can be successful and change their life, this is what it's all about. So we thank you for coming out this afternoon. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And we thank our clients because we do this for you. And we're going to end it with the band taking us out with a really nice selection. Thank you guys. It's been just wonderful.